All right, good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday, September 9th, and I wanted to welcome everybody on this presentation. This is a live call. We are having our live presentation this morning on securing your future with silver and gold. Now, this is something that it's a passion of mine. It's something that I try to share as much information as possible with other people, because this is something that the information that I share on this presentation is something that everybody should have the information and be aware of. Now, this is something that was shared with me just over 2.5 years ago. And since then, the way I approach money and the way so after you see this presentation, the way you approach money and the way you look at saving for your future will definitely change. Now, this is something that I do have a short it's about 18-minute video presentation that I'm going to share with everybody here this morning. And what I want to do, just to kind of get things started real quick here, is I'm going to go ahead and put my direct contact email in the chat here. And now this is something that you can reach out to me at any time. And this is the best contact email address to get a hold of me. That's rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And if you have questions about what I shared here, or if you want to perhaps get on a separate call with me, one-on-one and discuss things, or if you find more information I can do that, I'm more than happy to do that. Plus, if this is something that you want to share, like I always encourage people to share this with their children, or their, even their neighbors' kids or whatever, somebody who's like a teenager or a young adult, because this is something that's not taught in the formal education system. At least it's not taught here in the United States. So it's something that it's valuable information for them to have, and it's definitely going to give them a different, perspective on money, and, why things are the way they are as far as in the economy and everything, and why your hard-earned dollars are not buying as much as it used to. Obviously there's inflation and everything, but there's a reason for that. Okay, so that's why this presentation, it's actually a very good step-by-step way of understanding, what's happened to currency over the years, silver and gold, and then what you can do to protect yourself and your family and your future. This is something that you can, where you can pass down to, future generations and have a more secure future for yourself. So that's why I'm really excited to share this. So I hope everybody's doing great. If you want to, I don't always see the comments in the chat. They don't on Zoom here for some reason. So if you have any questions and I do not get to them, we'll have a short Q&A afterwards. And then if you have any additional questions, you can reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And also, that's a way for you to qualify for the additional entries into this month's September month-end silver giveaway. Now, what we're going to be doing at the end of the month, we're going to be giving away a couple silver eagles and also a few of these, the silver Indian head buffalo silver dollars. Okay. And this is something that just for you participating, okay, whether you catch the live presentation here this morning, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, or through Work Smarter for you or Silver and Gold Solutions. So this is something that I will post this replay on both of those websites, and then also on YouTube, of course. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out. And this is something that also I do have. There's a way for you to share this with a group. And actually, when you after the video presentation, I will just give you a little bit of snippet of how you can actually kind of build this into like any type of organizational type thing, whether it's a fundraiser or a church group, or something where you want to raise money for and help others out, but not only by sharing the information, but also getting actual precious metals in their hand, and then having them all have a more secure financial future. So I'd be more than happy to share that information with everybody. So like I said, you can reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And so I'm going to put right away, I'm going to put some bonus links here in the chat. Now, if you registered through a link online, you probably have already had the opportunity to download the ebook. Okay, now I do have this printed out. It's the Everyday Person's Guide to Silver and Gold. And it's, how to preserve a long-term wealth and a more secure financial future. Now, this is information that I've compiled through the one company that I'm going to be talking about today, which is 7K, but then also it's some different research and everything that I've done on precious metals. And it's actually a good resource. And this is something that if you're in the Galena, Illinois territory, definitely stop by. We are open, we are open today till 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and pick up a free copy. This is something that you can, share with your, your family, your friends, or your neighbors. And it's definitely going to be something that'll give you some good value. So if you want to, that's the first thing in here in the chat. And then also the complimentary travel membership. Definitely take advantage of this. I've shared this quite a few times since people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this. But then they don't. And I'm sure they've taken a trip and they've lost out on money because this is guaranteed to give you the very, very, very best rate on hotels, flights, car rentals, activities, even like activities in like certain towns that you visit. There's certain things that you can save on there as well. And it's 100% free to take advantage of. So I highly encourage you to do that as well. And then also if you followed me on Work Smarter for You, I have been talking about the Rhino Hub, okay, in Rhino Street. Okay, so Rhino Street is a local search engine within 20 miles of your exact location. And this is it's a new search engine, and it's something that it will definitely benefit you yourself, or if you're a small business owner or an entrepreneur and you're trying to, establish, get recognized in a search engine. And it's completely free to create your account or your profile. The only thing you need to do is make sure you either have your name or your business name and then the keywords you want to be searched for, but then also have the link to where your end result. So if you do have a small business, you want to make sure that the link to your website is the end result. And if you do not have a business, but you do want to show up in a local search engine, go ahead and you can put your Facebook profile link, your LinkedIn profile, anything that you have online. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you physically own, but it does have to go to a link that's going to connect whoever's searching for you with you. Okay. So, and there's a small bonus with that comes with it. I have down here a $200 plus value. That's kind of like an understatement, but definitely take advantage of that. Okay. And then if you're interested in taking advantage with what I'm sharing here today with everybody, the link here, pardon me, is sngsolutions.org/silver today. You can either use that link, or I will reach out to me direct and I can give you a special link to take advantage of what I'm sharing. Okay. And then of course, with the company I'm going to be talking about, 7K. Now, the main purpose of 7K is to give everybody the opportunity to save monthly in the form of silver and gold. Okay. Now, this is something where you can set up an autosaver program, which I'll explain here shortly and also in the video. But then also it'll give you the opportunity to save in fractional amounts. So if you wanted to buy like $5-10 of gold or silver or something a week or something like that, you can do that. Okay. And it's actually discussed in the video. So it's kind of really exciting option for people to do, because I never was aware that you could do this until this was introduced to me. So that's why I'm really excited to share with everybody. But because with 7K, they do not do a lot of marketing. They rely on their associates and the people that are members of 7K to share the opportunity with other people. So in doing so, you do have the opportunity to earn passively in the process. So I do have to have the income disclosure statement there because the main purpose of 7K is to give people opportunity to save in precious metals. And their affiliate program, so to speak, is their I like to call it a pay it forward program. And it is truly one of the best ones I've ever seen out there, but there is a way for you to earn passively in the process. So I have to have that income disclosure statement there as well. Okay, so all those links I'll be posting below the video on when I go live. I mean, when I go post it on YouTube. So if you miss them out here in the chat during the presentation, you can always go back and look at the YouTube video, and all the links will be there as well. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go and pull up the PowerPoint here, and we'll get straight into the video, because this is kind of, it definitely speaks volumes. Okay. So this is something that I did mention. Okay. So the Everyday Person's Guide to Silver and Gold. And real quick here, in order to qualify for get the additional double entries into our September silver giveaway, send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and that'll help you make sure I get your name and your email address and your contact information to notify you when you're the winner. Okay, I'll say that when, because all it takes is a quick email and just your name and your contact information. That way I can put you in the drawing. Okay, so what I want to do here is, let's go here. There we go. All right. So I'm going to take myself off the screen, and what I want to do is I want to share this video with you. Okay, this is something, like I said, yeah. If you have a pen and paper handy, take some notes and jot down any questions. If you have any questions throughout the video, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I can try and answer them as the video is going on. Okay. And then, like I said, afterwards, I want to share with how you can actually share this with the group, or even like your business. If you have a smaller business or something, you want to share it with your employees. This is a great way to help them and help yourself at the same time. Okay. And that's something that like I said, A lot of people underestimate the power of precious metals, i.e. silver and gold. But in this case here, this is definitely something that's going to, and I feel will change your life. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to bring in Zach. He's one of the co-founders of 7K. He has a very nice video presentation. That's why I like to share it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take myself off the screen. And then at the beginning, he does kind of talk about the income disclosure statement, because they have to buy, regulations, rules and regulations. They want to make sure that everybody's aware of it. There's no guarantee that you can earn money, but there's a way for you to do it if you actually kind of follow what's going on here. Okay, and I'll give you some tips about that afterwards. Okay, so without further ado, let's bring in Zach.
Purchasing precious
I'll be back.
Purchasing precious metals, bullion, coins, and/or collectibles involves risk. We strongly encourage you to exercise due diligence and properly educate yourself prior to purchasing precious metals. The information presented in 7K's Wealth Strategies is not to be considered tax or financial advice. We encourage you to seek appropriate professional advice regarding the tax and financial implications of buying, owning, or selling precious metals. The price and future value of precious metals is based on many factors, including but not limited to market and economic conditions. Past performance of precious metals is no guarantee of future performance or future value. Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to get by? It's not just you. Millions of families around the world are feeling the exact same thing. In fact, as of 2017, 44% of Americans said they couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense if it popped up. So what's happening? Take a look at some of the major staples in our lives today and how much more they have increased in cost from the year 2000 to 2018. Water and sewage up 133%, car insurance up 97%, and the list goes on. This isn't even counting the 2021 inflation numbers that are the highest since 1982. We're all feeling it, but why is it happening? It's not that things are necessarily costing more to make or service. It's that the fiat currency used to buy the goods is becoming worth less. As you can see, when the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, a dollar was worth, well, a dollar. Because of some government decisions such as going off of the gold standard and increased money printing, the purchasing power over time was dropped to less than 5 cents on the dollar compared to 1913. Now, this isn't anything new, unfortunately. There's a long list of countries where this exact same thing has happened, including Germany, Argentina, Zimbabwe, and most recently Venezuela. In each case, they have attempted to print themselves out of their version of a financial crisis. The playbook is being passed around the world, and the result is always the same. If you look at the M1 currency supply chart, it will give you a good indication of what result we could be headed for in the United States. The M1 currency supply is just a way of showing how much printed money is in the hands of the citizens in a country. It is a direct link to the printing of fiat currency. As you can see, the US made a drastic decision related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the year 2020 and decided to go on an even more massive printing spree. As we have seen throughout history, more printing leads to more inflation, which means it takes more fiat currency to purchase the things that we need to live. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from what seems to be a runaway train? There is a secret that government institutions, banks, and wealthy families have used for ages. It's called sound money. Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver have proven to maintain its buying power throughout history, no matter what happens to fiat currencies around the world. Let's take a look at some examples. In 1965, 1 ounce of silver and $1 had equal purchasing power. You could have used either 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang. If you would have had the same 2,500 ounces of silver in 2020, you could have purchased 2 brand new Mustangs. But $2,500 could barely even cover the down payment to get one. The same is proven true in the housing market. The average home cost in 2001 was $169,000, or 626 ounces of gold. In 2021, you could have taken less gold and purchased 3 homes, even though the average home cost in dollars almost doubled. The list goes on and shows how gold and silver is one of the best ways to play defense against fiat currencies that always decrease in value over time. There are usually a couple things that happen though when individuals find out about the value of sound money. First, questions. What should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? And do I need to be an expert to win? The second thing that happens is a discovery of things like mixed advice on what to buy, scammers, high minimums, and people selling inventory they don't actually have, and much, much more, which all cause more questions and a general mistrust, leading them to never ever get started. Maybe this sounds familiar, but we believe things just shouldn't be that hard. We believe that every family deserves a real chance to get ahead of the game, not only now, but forever. Really, our goal is to help you get started on a path that will help you create a true legacy for generations to come. So who are we? We are 7K, a community of people on a mission to help each other create financial independence, preserve wealth, and create an exceptional life through both good and bad economic times. 7K was founded in 2016 by these 4 individuals with over 100 years of combined business experience. They all have different skill sets and strengths, but all share the same values and belief in helping the average family get ahead. Together, they set out to create a vehicle for people to find more hope and less stress. That vehicle is now a membership, much like Amazon Prime, Spotify, Hulu, or countless other companies that also have a membership, but much more powerful. With a 7K membership, one of the easiest ways to start is by grabbing a little bullion. Bullion is non-collectible gold and silver. Non-collectible gold or silver is a great way to shore up the defensive side of your wealth portfolio. 7K makes it easy. They carry physical gold and silver in different forms. They only sell the things they have in inventory. You won't find minimums or maximums, period. You can literally start with $1 if that's your current budget. And one of the coolest things is that 7K has made transacting in gold and silver possible again. It makes it easy for you to create and execute a good defensive strategy. But there isn't a good sports team in history that has won a championship on defense alone. Just like that, you will also need a very good offensive strategy. That offensive strategy can be found inside of collectibles. The collectible market has proven to be a robust way for wealthy families around the world to not only protect, but also grow their wealth, and more importantly, their legacy. A collectible usually has to be rare or low mintage, has to have unique or artistic designs, a great story, or have historic significance. So if you look at the paper this amazing Spider-Man comic book from 1962 is printed on, it's only worth a couple of dollars. In 2021, this comic book sold for a record $3.6 million. The person or family that bought this book was not buying the paper. They were buying the emotion, the art, rarity, story, and other things they found valuable about this book. In fact, most wealthy families that are playing the collectibles game are doing it not only for their financial protection or gain, but also to preserve their family legacy. If you look at the top 5 places wealthy families turned in order to protect and grow their wealth during the financial crisis of 2008, you will see that 3 of the 5 things are collectible in some way. And the other 2? Sound money. Unfortunately, not many families have an extra $1 million or $2 million laying around to buy high-end collectibles, nor would they even know where to start. But 7K is bridging the gap so that the average family can start playing the game with rare, unique, but also affordable collectibles through modern coins. In 2004, a coin called Tiffany Art No. 1 hit the market for about $90. Now $90 doesn't seem unreasonable for the average family to scrape together in order to add this incredible coin to their wealth portfolio. Today though, if you wanted to go buy this same coin, it would cost you at least $8,000. But the metal in the coin is only worth roughly $50 today. The additional value in the coin is due to the rarity, story, beauty, or whatever else a potential buyer finds to be valuable. That is the added leverage or offense collectibles can add to a wealth portfolio. You can see here just a few more examples of the same thing play out in other coins. Modern collector coins have a very good track record over the last 20 to 30 years of being a powerful tool inside of the offense of a well-rounded wealth strategy. 7K not only offers some of the best coins from around the world, but also designs and mints its own coins, giving 7K members exclusive or first access. 7K also makes adding cool, unique, and rare collectible coins extremely easy through one of the most powerful member benefits called the Autosaver. The Autosaver program takes all of the thinking out of collecting and leverages the experts at 7K to send you a rare and exclusive collectible coin every single month. It is truly a set it and forget it, zero discipline approach to automate your collectible asset stacking. You will just need to choose one of the options you like best and watch them show up at your door every month. There are other ways you can also take your stacking to the next level though, with your own shopping cart called 7K Selected and also special sales called Coin Drops. 7K provides many ways to win with collectible gold and silver. As you can see here, Eddie Spears has spent very little time to get a massive head start making sure a wealth legacy comes from him. All the same, Chris Lattin Sr. says he collects both bullion and collector coins, and you can see he has built a very nice stack. He even claims it is now one of his most valued possessions because of what it will mean for him and his family in the future. Gold and silver are not only effective, but can also be super fun. But 7K is much more than just a gold and silver company. Their focus is to help in any way possible you build the legacy that you feel is important. As you dig into the membership at 7K, you will find many different member benefits to help you build that legacy from many different angles. Each could be an important tool in your financial strategy to reduce the stress of the current economy and add more hope for the future. Although you will have plenty of support early on to help you get started in your journey with precious metals, being a proficient and educated buyer is an important component to hitting your new goals. The buyer certification training will help you find what type of buyer you might be, what goals you might have based on what is important to you, and also what type of defensive strategy you might want to set up for yourself. The collector certification will help you move towards a winning offensive strategy, teaching you all you need to know about the ins and outs of the collectible coin world, what types you might be interested in, and also some expert tips from a world-renowned coin expert. As you dig into collectibles more, you will also find the power of collections, and inevitably, you will be searching for a coin to complete a certain series or set that isn't for sale on the first-hand market anymore. The next member benefit helps solve that problem of where you might find that coin, along with other problems that were previously obvious in the collectible coin market. Stack and Sell is a complete and robust marketplace that values authenticity. Now you can easily buy graded collectible coins from other collectors without worry. It also features the world's first inventory system for collectors where you can track what coins you have and what their current values are. Collecting gold and silver is fun, but 7K believes it should also power your lifestyle. Putting a value on memories made around the world is actually priceless. With a 7K membership, you can choose to travel around the world on the company-sponsored trips. Any member can choose to go, and usually at a discount from market rate. There are also other 7K getaway trips where you can spend time with the founders, the executive team, and those can be won through contests. With 7K, you really can create a robust lifestyle using the power of gold and silver and all that the membership has to offer. But remember the initial problem that most people have of not being able to cover the $400 emergency expense? 7K has a way to help that too. Simply by sharing the 7K message, you will earn points across 2 teams, and 7K will thank you by sending you $500 once each team reaches 500 points. This can happen once or as many times as you choose by how often you successfully share the message and refer new customers. And the best part is when you earn enough points and a payment is triggered, 7K will drop it directly into what's called your Sound Money wallet. The Sound Money wallet is the most robust digital wallet today that deals with cash, gold, and silver. You can power your entire gold and silver strategy through this wallet. So as you can see, not only can you fund the wallet from any referral money generated, also from a bank account and even crypto wallets. You can purchase physical gold and silver in all forms, as well as digital gold and silver that is 100% backed by physical metals. Sound Money Wallet is also the first wallet of its kind that will allow you to send gold and silver or cash to other members for free. Earning a little extra money for sharing is super nice, but there are some people that love sharing that message so much that they want more potential. New levels of referral income can be unlocked by ranking up, from associate at $500 all the way up to presidential gold at $12,500 per week. Each new rank carries with it the potential for increased income. 7K truly is on a mission to help the average person build not only a strategy for their future wealth, but also a true legacy long into the future. There's a mantra here at 7K that the 7K community lives by, and some of it may resonate with you. We see things differently. They say stop, we say go. They strive for mediocrity, we are obsessed with significance. They said we couldn't do it, so we did it anyway. We build leaders, teachers, and entrepreneurs that create generational wealth, transform families, bring hope to the helpless and significance to the successful. We are the believers. After seeing this information, the question is, where do you stand? How would you feel having a little more control over your financial legacy? How would your life be different if you had more time and money to do the things that you enjoy with the people you love? Our guess is that something you heard today made sense. Now, if that's true, don't wait any longer to start building your family legacy through one of the most powerful vehicles available today. Go ahead and pick up which membership is going to fit you best. If you're just looking to be a customer and start stacking assets through the 7K membership, the standard is an awesome option. For only $199 for the 1-year membership, it has plenty of benefits to move you in the right direction. But if you know you want to earn some extra income through sharing the 7K message, the premium is definitely the right choice. The premium comes with a worry-free approach to know that you have full access to all the benefits. There is peace in knowing that whatever your goals are, you won't have to worry about if the premium has what it takes to get you there. Now, it's valued at over $1,500, but will only take you $499 to get started. So thank you for taking the time to see why 7K might be a fit for you, but before you go, just take a note of where you might fall. Most people fall into one of 3 categories, and please take a note of where you might fit. 1 is to grab a membership and start stacking. 2 is to grab a membership and share the message to create a nice little side gig with some extra income. Or 3 is that you already know you want to share the message enough to work toward a full-time income. If you identified yourself as a 2 or 3, then take a look at our income disclosure to see how successful our members that actually decide to share the 7K message have been. You can see each rank and what the high, low, mean, and averages are for each one, and what it might take you to create a solid side gig or a full-time income. Also take note that 85% of our members don't actually share with anyone else. They just love the products and all the member benefits that come with 7K. Now, wherever it is that you may fit, we're very excited for you to become a new member of 7K.
Okay, so Zach did a really nice job with that presentation. You know, that's one thing that a lot of people that I've shared this with, they feel that it's just something that's, oh, this is just trying to get me to spend money. No, it's as you watch that presentation, when you saw the power of what silver has done from, you know, going back to the 1960s, buying, you know, the Ford Mustang, you know, $2,500 or 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, okay, silver dollars. You know, back then you could buy a full, you know, an entire Ford Mustang with $2,500. Well, if you still had those 2,500 silver dollars in, you know, now, even today, you know, this is, you know, he referenced like 2 years ago. But if you still had that 200 or 2,500 silver 1-ounce coins today, you could actually purchase 2 brand new Ford Mustangs in full and drive them off the lot. So it just shows you, whereas if you had $2,500 cash, you're looking at just a down payment. And then even the examples with the house, you know, with, you know, back in 2000, be able to buy a house. And then with less gold now, you know, 20 years later, you could buy 3 houses and have with the price almost double. Okay, so this is something that A lot of people don't understand, or they don't until you see it in black and white, you don't really see the power of silver and gold. Okay, and it's something that think about it too. So I always tell people, silver and gold is the only currency that you can go into any country in the entire world across the globe, and they would gladly accept it. Okay, because like basically the U.S. dollar is just it's paper, and it's every country's paper money or fiat currency is just what they say the value of it is, but it doesn't really, it's not actually worth anything. It's just a piece of paper. But that's where with silver and gold, because of the fact that it has to be mined, it has to be, formed into something. All that, and it's always been, like I tell people too, is, what did one of the wise men bring to infant Jesus? He brought him gold. Okay, that's even back then. It had its significance, its value, its worth. So it's something that silver and gold has always been around. It's like some people refer to it as God's money. And that's something that, 1,000 years from now, we're not going to be around, but the gold and silver still will be. Okay, so this is something that just kind of keep that in the back of your head. Okay, so it's like I was really excited to share this with everybody because to me this was life changing, especially when I saw the examples of silver and gold. That was really one of the biggest aha moments in my life, because it's like I've always heard and learned, people say, yeah, you should have some silver and gold, but they talk about it, but nobody ever teaches you how to go about doing this way. With 7K, it's a simple way to do it where the average everyday person, regardless of your income, uh, you can actually start saving in silver and gold. And so what I'm going to do here real quick, just to brief overview of 7K. They are located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. They have a physical location. So if you're in that city, you could actually walk in their front door and talk to them and communicate with them and, purchase stuff there too. So it's not like one of these virtual things where they're in some other, a third world country or someplace you don't know where, you're just transacting via the internet. So they do have a physical business. The four founders of 7K are Zach Davis, who we just heard from, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. And if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, that's because he's the founder of this company in the United States called Melaleuca, and they've been around for 2 decades, so they're a real solid company. So it just kind of shows you the quality of people that got together and said, hey, what can we do to create a company or a way for the average everyday person to save in the form of precious metals? And so this is how they came up with the concept of 7K, and then also how the 7K actually refers to how they was initially what their largest payout was going to be for affiliates or people sharing the opportunity, but it's since then has gone up to the $12,500 a week if you build your full team and your downline. Okay, so what I want to share with you real quick, I'm just going to make a special offer. Okay, so we'll cut to the chase here. My special offer for anybody who's watching this video or watching the replay is if you send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org and say, hey, Rick, I saw your presentation. I want to take advantage of this. I will pay for half your membership. Okay, so whether you go with the $199 or the $499 one, I usually encourage people to at least start with the $199 because you can always upgrade. Okay, but then on top of it, as an extra bonus, what I do with if somebody shared this opportunity with you, or you heard about 7K through somebody else, by all means, go back to them and create your account through their link. Although I would not be able to help you out with it, with the cost of it or the bonuses that I have for the people on our Silver and Gold Solutions team, because that's what we're trying to do together, is to work together as a team and help everybody succeed and saving for their future, but also at the same time getting a little bit of extra income. And who couldn't use an extra $500 a week? Okay, that's providing your downline states that your people and your team stay active. Okay, but as an additional bonus, what I do send out to everybody on our Silver and Gold Solutions team is this Silver and Gold Solutions coffee mug. And then also, actually, I think I have a picture here. I always do this. Dang it! No, sorry, I shouldn't be doing this. And then also, I will send you out one of the silver Indian head silver dollars, so you'll get some actual silver and a coffee mug. And then I also have some special bonus gifts too. One of them is a copper coin, because copper is another one of those precious metals. It's not as sexy or glamorous as silver or gold, but it does have its value. And these are some 1 ounce silver, or I'm sorry, 1 ounce copper coins. Okay, and these I will send out, one of these as well. So you'll have two types of precious metals from me, but then also I do have some other special things that I have on order that are coming in that'll be a surprise gift as well. Okay, so that's to be a part of the Silver and Gold Solutions team. Send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And even if you're not able to do this right away, let me know what your thoughts are on the video. If there's something that maybe you're thinking, okay, a week from now or 2 weeks from now, I can do this. Let me know, because I want to make sure that we have an open road for communication. Okay. Because that's the best way my goal is to make sure that you have as much information as possible so that you can make an informed decision, whether you do this or not, or even if you just take the information shared in this video and you can actually discipline yourself. That's what's nice about 7K and their autosaver program, is because you can pick it one of 5 days per month. It's the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, or 26th, and have an autosaver a shipment sent to you every single month. So you physically have a graded coin or gold or silver, or they even have these real nice 24 karat gold or 1/200th of an ounce gold notes that you can actually collect, which are kind of pretty cool too. So if you check out silverandgoldsolutions.org, you'll see some of those on there as well. But even if you're not with 7K, you can actually do that monthly. Okay. And just once a month, they charge your credit card or your bank account or whatever, your debit account. And they ship it to you. Okay. So it gets you to having that discipline of saving month after month after month. But if you're not able to join 7K or, find, another organization, perhaps, at least see if there's a way that you can at least, monthly go down and, save and purchase some silver from like a coin dealer or something, and just start building that collection. Or they call it stacking. With silver, it's stacking silver, because they, when you stack them together, whether it's a collectible coin or even the coins themselves, they stack up real nice. So just try and do that, okay? Because it definitely benefit you in the long run. I wish I would have known this when I graduated high school, but can't change the past. So anyways, send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org if you want to be a part of the Silver and Gold Solutions team. I'd be happy to jump on a phone call, and then also include your phone number too if you want me. And we can do that for as far as text messaging and everything too. So I will send you an email back saying, hey, I got your message and here's my direct contact. And I'll give you my exact phone number so you can actually reach out to me directly too via text or phone. So that's just a way for us to have a two-way communication, because that's what a lot of stuff that you see online right now. It's like you have to buy something in order to get a hold of somebody to ask questions. And that's not what I'm about. What I'm about is sharing as much information as I can. Okay, so that's my special offer. So if you're interested in becoming a member, reach out to me directly and I will arrange to help you pay for half of your membership. Now, usually what I do, and to kind of preface this, because I don't want, there's a 3 to 5 day window of having your membership, so it's non-cancelable. Okay. So usually what I do is I don't want people to be surprised and say, hey, Rick, you said you were going to do this, but then you didn't. What I will do is I will, as soon as you send me the email and we get you registered and everything and set up, as soon as your membership clears that 3-day window or whatever, then I will go ahead and send that money to you. And this is something that I will do via PayPal. If you're in a country that doesn't accept PayPal, let me know how you want to receive the reimbursement, and I will do whatever I can to get that to you. And this is, like I said, this is why I have my email address on there so that everybody can freely reach out to me and connect with me with any questions or however you want to do things. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So if you have any questions, and I did see listen, my chat disappeared, but I did see a lot of 1s and 2s when Zach asked that question at the end of the video. So whether you're just interested in starting, stacking and saving for yourself, that's great. Or 2, that you want to do it part-time. What I can do is, and I will be doing this on for our team moving forward, is having, probably every other week calls just to kind of go over things on what's happening on my end and what kind of results you are having from your end. But I also do whatever I can to help you out. And one last real quick, because I did make the point that I wanted to share with you how this could benefit you as a small business owner, a business owner, or if you were doing something for a fundraiser or like a church gathering or something like that, where what you can do, like they were explaining, you have a left and a right. Okay, you have 2 teams. Okay, so the first person that that signs up underneath your link on your left and one on your right, that qualifies you as an associate. So you can earn up to $500 per week. Now, this is, and it's not going to be instantaneous because you have to have the 500 points. But what 7K did is they do have this where if you have 250 points on your left and 250 on your right, they would give you a payout of $250. Okay. And then once the payout's given to you through the affiliate program, then those points are subtracted and it's reset to whatever they subtract out the 250 or 500. But with an organization, if you structure it correctly, you can have, if you have 12 lefts and 12 rights, okay, and then you help those team members rank up, you could actually not only qualify for the different rank ups yourself, but in the same process, maybe some, like what I've tried to do is help pay it forward by helping other team members out. If there's a month here or two, a month here or there where they weren't able to pay for their autosaver or some expense or whatever came up an emergency, I've gone out of my way to help those people out. So as a person that's building a team underneath you, you can do that as well too. Okay. So like with a church organization, they can actually get, if you do this right, and I can actually get on a separate call and show you how to structure it out. You could not only have your silver and gold paid for monthly because from the commissions and stuff that you earn, but also at the same time, you could also help the people out on your team pay for theirs as well. Okay, so it's really, I like to call it like a true pay it forward program. It's a win-win for everybody that gets involved. So if you have any questions on that, please reach out to me directly. I can jump on a separate call and that will actually block everything out as far as how you would go about doing it. Okay, so it's a really great opportunity. Plus, at the same time, you're saving for your future in silver and gold, and you have a real true currency in your hand, in your possession. So I hope everybody enjoyed the presentation. I want to thank you very, very much for taking time out of your Saturday morning to spend it with me. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. And like I said, when you email me, have your contact information in there. And then when I email you back, I will also put my personal phone number in there. That way you can reach out to me at any time. Keep in mind, I'm in central Illinois and Central Standard Time. So if like you're calling from another country, kind of calculate the hour difference. Okay. So I'm not getting a call at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning or something. Okay. So if everybody has a great day, I really appreciate your time and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care, everybody.